Welcome. It's the Cats. We on Intellectual Radio. We on iHeartRadio. And we on Facebook Live many a time. And we here ready to let the cat out the bag. Meow! My cat kind of got stuck.
What?
Yeah, I was trying to let it out the bag and it got kind of stuck. Did y'all hear that? I couldn't get it. I couldn't quite get it out. But anyway, listen here, you guys. Today's show is going to be a really, really great show. I cannot even make this stuff up. I'm excited about today's show. And you know what? I reached out to quite a few mayors. And right now, officially, we have Mayor Roger Clare in the building today with us from Bolingbrook, Illinois. And we will follow up again, like I said, with Mayor Katrina Thompson from Broadview, first African-American female, giving it up to her. And you know what? She's already started off kind of kicking butt, taking names, so giving it up to her. And then also Andre Harvey from Bellwood. We expected him to come into the building today, so we'll see. We do know that, everybody has a jam-packed schedule, so we'll see how that goes. But again, today's topic, we're going to jump right on in. It's going to be talking about what's now, what's going on now. And if you have any questions for our mayor of Bolingbrook, go ahead and text those questions in. You could also call in. The number to call in, Pat, what's that number, please?
708-223-8953. That's 708-223-8953. Call in with your questions.
All right. So again, you know what, you guys, I can't even make this stuff up, but for some reason, our show just literally just keeps getting better and better and better.
Okay.
Yeah, well, and for those of you all that don't know, because we haven't said this in a while, better is just a better word for better. It's better. It's something about saying better. It just makes you feel good.
Trying to get it to connect.
Yeah, and better.
Brother.
So I tell you what, we're gonna go ahead and kick our show off like we always do. We got Mr. James J. Hustle in the building.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, my yeah, buddy week this morning.
Yeah, but I know. I heard about you. I'm glad you're feeling good and that you can make it today, though.
I ain't feeling good. I feel like crap.
You feel like crap? Wait, you
don't come passing that stuff on here.
Look, don't start talking that stuff over
look,
here.
Look, don't come over here passing that stuff over here, okay?
I know that's
we
right.
rebuke it in the name of Jesus.
Throw some holy water on you and watch.
Come on, throw it then.
And check it out. We don't even have to give our introduction. We got Miss Pat Ward.
Hey. Hi, everybody.
We got Miss Monique in the building.
I'm gonna say James, yeah, but yeah, buddy.
Oh, now she done stole your yeah, buddy. Right.
I said it right this morning. I said it for him.
Say it again, Monique.
Yeah, buddy.
And we got Miss Betty Cozy, Granny in the building.
Good morning, and congratulations, Mr. James Hawthorne.
Wow,
excuse me?
What I do?
Oh, you gave a young lady a beautiful, gorgeous.
Granny, that was about 7 years ago.
That was last week.
Oh.
I saw the video.
Get out of here. I saw that video too.
It was beautiful, gorgeous. Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
That's right.
He didn't feel sick after he said thank you.
Right. So again, you know what, you guys, if y'all want to kind of give us an update, what's going on, James? What's going on in your world? If you can make it, what's going on in your world? What's happening today?
It's cold outside.
Yeah, right.
It's gloomy.
Call you back online.
All right.
I feel like crap, but I'm here. So when you're alive, you're blessed. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Live, I'm blessed, I'm breathing, I'm here. So a lot of people didn't wake up this morning.
I know that's right. Well, and you absolutely 100% right. Pat Ward, what's going on in your world, Miss Lady?
Well, as you can see, I got a phone call. That never just happens, but
that's all right.
I guess I am someone special. I am who he says I am.
And
That I am.
I am.
That's okay. We all get them phone calls. Bill collectors call me every
Oh, that
morning.
ain't no bill collector, baby. That ain't no bill collector, honey. Because if that's a bill collector, I'm not gonna answer the phone. It's just gonna keep on ringing, okay?
Just made me decide to turn my ringer off.
But God is good. He is good and He is wonderful to be praised. I am alive. I am blessed, and I am feeling marvelous, darling.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Miss Monique, you got anything you want to share with us, Miss Lady? What's going on? You need a reality show?
Rough week. Very rough week. I should have a reality show.
Okay. You know what? We're gonna look into that. I think it'll be a good reality show. I really do.
Y'all just don't have no idea what I go through every day. This is terrible sometimes.
Well, at least you made it.
Musa.
Musa. Granny, tell us what's going on with Kisnick. We know you got Kisnick going on. Tell us about Kisnick.
Yes, ma'am, and I'm so excited to talk about Kidsnick. Kidsnick will be it's a children's event starting June 25th from 12 to 7 p.m. Its founder, CEO, is Rodney Perkins. He's a well-known DJ.
House music.
He is. And James Brown, he's another CEO founder of Kidsnick. So we will be talking about that event more so as time goes on. You know, June is right around the corner. So we will be, and we want some more children, a couple of more, at least to 80?
Come to the now. So tell us a little bit. Tell us a little bit about the Kisnick. So you guys are going to be picking children up, busing them.
Yes, ma'am.
Down to Pontiac.
Yes, ma'am. There will be a free bus ride to Pontiac, Illinois, June 25th. And we will feed them also. There will be a snack to carry them on until we get to Pontiac, Illinois. Now, some people think it's the, excuse me, dearie. Some people think that it's the prison, but it's not the prison. It's not the prison at all. It's a small town of Pontiac, Illinois. So we're looking forward for that, and I'm gonna do a little poetry out there too.
You gonna do poetry, Granny? Hold on. Now I wasn't feeling good, but you can call my attention. You say the kids get free snacks.
Yeah, when we starting in the morning, right before they board the bus, we will give them a snack that will carry them on until we get to Pontiac, Illinois.
And when they get down there, what they gonna have?
Oh, they got free food again, hot dogs, hamburgers.
And how old you got to be a kid, Granny? I'm hungry. That's all I'm saying. You know, she said food. You know,
you could also be a volunteer.
But that's right. You know, we are looking.
Baby, I want the food.
You can go.
No, James. We are looking for chauffeurs. Not chauffeurs.
Volunteers.
First of all, how old are these kids? Granny, I'm just be honest with you. You know, I love helping people. I can't handle other people's kids. You know, I might chop somebody in throat.
Okay, if they're like 4 or 5 and under, their parent must accompany them.
All right.
Now, older, we are asking for chaperones. Okay. You know, to go. But if it's an armed baby, adult must accompany. Please.
Right, well, just give me the information later. But I
will.
Need to sign a waiver. I'm gonna treat them like mine. I ain't gonna take no stuff. You're gonna respect me. That's all I'm saying.
And then I also want to make the announcement because we're talking about house music. And I don't know if you guys know really about house music, but we got a new sponsor and somebody that I really have a tremendous amount of respect for. So again, we're going to let the cat out the bag and we're going to give you guys some more information, but you definitely want to connect with Granny concerning the Kisnick event. Get whatever information you need, and you can also, you know, inbox us or whatever you need to do to get that information. So again, I'm going to tell you guys, I can't make this stuff up. what we're going to do is we're going to bring on our special guest today. We got Mayor Roger Clare in the building. And I don't know if you guys, for those of you all that was not following the election, a Bolingbrook race went down to the wire. But again, Mayor Roger Clare has come out on top. I'm going to let him tell his story and, tell him what happened. And not only about what happened, but as a result of what's now, because that's what's more important, is what's going to be going on for Bolingbrook moving forward. And then what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead, take a quick music break. But when we come back, we're coming back with the Mayor, Roger Clare, all the way from Bolingbrook.
Hey.
Coming to let the cat out the bag. All right, you guys. You guys.
I've been lost, I've been tired, but I feel with desire. Somehow I know that it's all gonna change. Everything's gonna change. Big city lights, big city dreams, the sound of the city that wakes me. So many people living with the blues, so many things that I can tell you. I got this funny feeling, that something's going down. I can almost hear the sound going boom, 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 going round. No matter what I do, no matter what I say, seems like no one is happy. People living without a voice. Seems like no one really has a choice. I feel free and lost at the same time. Feels like I'm gonna lose my mind. Living every day like it's my last. Living in the truth I learned from the past. I've been tired, but I feel with desire. Somehow I know that it's all gonna change. Everything's gonna change. Cadillac house, Cadillac dreams, Cadillac world, everybody's name. If you got a problem, money can't solve the government scheming against us. Leading crackheads, feeding man is thieving, so just bleeding mamas screaming all over town. You can hear the sound, boom, 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 going round. No matter what I do, no matter what I say, life is hard. Everybody pray, life is a movie. Everybody's filming, gotta play your part, know what you're feeling. Big old job, but someone's got to do in spite of the problem. Gotta keep pursuing, head up high, reach for the sky. Lights, camera, action. I've been lost, I've been tired, but I feel with desire. Somehow I know that it's all gonna change. Everything's gonna change. You got to reach up for the sky. You got to hold your head up high. You have to keep on moving. You will only make you strong, so strong. Can you feel it? Live your life out loud. Better to smile before you cry. 'Cause life will try to bring you down. Live, love, go, and town. Can you feel it? I've been tired.
We're back. It's the Cats. We're on Intellectual Radio. We on iHeartRadio. And we on Facebook Live many a times. And we here ready to let the cat out the bag. Yeah. Okay, so again, we got some new people in the building. So again, Mayor Roger Clare, you're no stranger here. This is actually your third time.
Third time, I'm a regular.
You're regular. Okay. If you don't mind giving us that famous meow, let your cat out the bag. That roar.
All by myself?
Well, no, we're gonna get everybody individually.
Okay. Oh, and okay, by myself.
By yourself.
Meow.
Okay, now Andre,
Yes.
this is your first time.
Yes, my
You got to
first
give
time.
us your traditional. You can give us a meow or you can give us a roar, but you got to let your cat out the bag.
Oh, well, I can't give no meows. I got to give a roar.
Okay.
Roar!
All right. Miss Moreland, thank
Yes.
you. I keep smiling because I feel like I've been knowing you for a long time, just like I've known your mom. But great to meet you.
Likewise.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
If you can give us a meow, a roar, let your cat out, girl.
Meow.
Meow. All right, again, welcome to the Cats Out Show, you guys. And you know what? Our topic of discussion today is what now? And I'm gonna start off with Mayor Roger Clare. It was a tough race in Bolingbrook, but you pulled it off like a giant. You really did. Tell us a little bit about the race, and then tell us what now.
Well, yeah, it was a very difficult race, more difficult than frankly I anticipated. Bolingbrook, and I can't speak to Bellwood or other communities, but most communities are nonpartisan races for local offices. In other words, you create a local party. Mine happens to be the Bolingbrook First Party, but nobody runs as a Republican or Democrat. And in this particular race, I had an opponent who ran very openly as a Democrat and had the support of the National Democratic Party, the State Democratic Party, the Cook County Democratic Party, and they threw everything you can imagine at me. 15 mailers, 15, plus 5 different door hanging pieces.
Yeah.
And it got really ugly and nasty. I've never run a negative campaign, never have and never will, since I'm probably not going to campaign again as an individual. But there was things said on the internet, anonymous internet pages, which the opposition claimed they had nothing to do with. Oh yeah, like somebody just took it upon their own to do a negative page. But it went on and on and on. Well, you saw it, and it was just absolutely kind of brutal. But we won. We lost 1 trustee seat, so there were 5 seats up, me, clerk, and 3 trustees. Unfortunately, lost one trustee spot. Sheldon Watts, great man. Sheldon will be back, but so they only won 1 out of 5 seats. So even though they're saying it was a success, I don't know how you cut it that way, but life goes on, and we're back in the saddle, and we got a lot of plans to things to do.
A lot of things to do. Well, is it anything in particular you can, kind of let the cat out the bag, make us the first? If you can tell us what some of the things you got going on.
Well, there's no big surprises. When you're in the campaign, you got any big surprises, you let them out during the campaign.
Okay.
You don't hold back on those things. Excuse me. But one of the things you do learn in the campaign, you go a lot of door to door. I mean, you're knocking door to door, house to house. And honestly, you don't do that all the time. You do it when you're trying to go out there and look for votes. And you see things when you're on your feet, walking door to door on the street that you don't see as you're driving down the street at 20 or 30 mile an hour. So we saw some things door to door that, we need to kind of spruce up a little bit. So we're going to do a lot of increase the enforcement, the village ordinance officers, probably by 3 or 4 positions, a couple of part-timers, 1 full-timer. And we're going back out there and say, hey, I noticed this, I noticed that, get that cleaned up. So that's one of the things. It's not necessarily a positive one, but it's one of those things you need to go back to. Where we're going to work again harder to fill up some of the retail spaces. We've had a lot of success this past year, but the retail world has changed a lot. And I don't know about, again, Bellwood, but you pick up the paper, Penny's has closed stores, Sears has closed the stores, Walmart's cut back on building, Target's not building stores, mom and pop operation gone, Radio Shack's gone, Sports Authority's gone. I mean, it's pretty frightening because municipalities count a great deal upon sales tax revenue to run their police, fire, public works services. And I don't know where the retail world's going to go, because I tell people every time you buy something on Amazon or the internet, you're putting one more nail in the coffin of the brick and mortar retail store, which you all have to do. In fact, the brick and mortar stores have become showrooms. People go into Lowe's or Menards or Home Depot or any men's store. They look at something they like. They go home and order online. So it's become a showroom to find out what you like. Go home, write down the model number, and order it out of your home and have it delivered right to your home because it's convenient.
All right. Well, hey, thank you for that. And we have Mayor Andre Harvey. And man, it's been a long time. You've been Bellwoodian. Well, I'm not going to tell my age, so you can tell your age or how long.
I've been in Bellwood for 48 years. Moved to Bellwood in 1969. One of the first African-American families on the block of 22nd and Randolph. So it's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
Long time.
So tell us a little bit about your race, and then tell us what can we expect now. What now? So if you want to bring us back, bring us forward.
Well, I was at an uncontested race, but we did have one trustee seat that was being challenged, and we ran a hard campaign. We got out to meet the people, and the people actually voted our entire party in. That's the Bellwood First Party. So we're
Bellwood
happy.
first.
Bellwood First.
Wait, it's Bolingbrook first.
I know Bolingbrook sometimes copies off us, but that's okay. We don't have a problem with Bolingbrook using our slogan as well. But yeah, so we had a real good campaign. We got all our trustees back. We got new Clerk Moreland sitting in the seat next to me, taking over after her mom retired from 16 years as the village clerk and 35 years in the village as an employee. So we are doing good things. We're continuing the work that the First Party has started. Mayor Pasquale started some things along with the First Party. We got a brand new bridge at 25th Avenue where you'd have to just wait for long periods of time when the train stops. And we're elated about that. We got new businesses coming in, and that's one of our goals, is to continue the economic development on 25th Avenue, right off the expressway, on our Mannheim corridor, right off the expressway, and on our St. Charles corridor. We had a school that had been vacant for some time, Wilson School. We have Thornton's gas station coming in. They're going to be putting in a multi-million-dollar gas station there and convenience store, which is going to help the community and help the economy. We're going to put that rolls back on the tax roll. We're going to put that property back on the tax roll and generate about $300,000 to $400,000 in sales tax plus property taxes, which is going to help the village of Bellwood. One thing that myself and Clerk Moreland made it part of our campaign is we're not going to raise taxes, and we want to hold taxes at the low rate that it's at right now. Well, let me take that back. It's not at a low rate, but at the rate that it currently is at, we want to keep taxes there. Taxes haven't been raised in Bellwood in about 6 or 7 years, and we want to continue that vibe of not raising taxes. So we're working hard at economic development, getting new businesses in our community. Also, since I am the first elected African-American mayor in the village of Bellwood, I started in Bellwood as an employee 29 years ago. I started as a firefighter in 1988, was the first African-American firefighter in Bellwood, became the first African-American fire chief in Bellwood in 1996, and in 2010 became the first, not first, but became director of public safety, which encompasses being over the police department, fire department, and public works department. And I went back to school to the police academy and became a state certified police officer. So I did that for the last 7 years. And Mayor Pasquale decided to retire and asked me would I run for mayor. I said, sure, because we've done a lot of good things over the last 29 years, and we didn't want anybody to come in and mess the things up that we've had going in Bellwood for years. So another one of my platforms is I definitely want to get out and work with the young African-American males in the community, the young people in the community, and just make Bellwood better and greater than it ever could be.
Wow, I am literally like, I know that guy. I remember him. Miss Moreland.
Yes.
Hey,
Good morning.
girl, you walking in some diva shoes now, taken from your mom.
I've been told I have some pretty big shoes.
You got some pretty big shoes. And you know what? And you're doing it. You're looking beautiful, and I know you're doing it gracefully because I know your mama. So
She wouldn't have it any other way, would she?
any other way, tell us a little bit about yourself and take us back, bring us forward.
You know what? I've been a Bellwood resident for 36 years. I attended Walther High School. I received my associate's degree from Triton College. I received my bachelor's degree from Elmhurst College. It's just such a pleasure to be here and working under the administration or working under the leadership of Mayor Harvey. And he told you his background. So just to be a part of his team and to be a part of the village is such a joy to really physically be a part of the village. I mean, I'm already a product of the village, you know, from residing in Bellwood. So it's just such a joy. My mom, who was the clerk for 16 years, And yes, I have some pretty big shoes to fill, but one senior told my mother, you know what, if she fills 1/3 of your shoes, she's doing a good job. So that lets me know she did a fantastic job. I'm just grateful to be here, and I just want to continue to move forward with Bellwood, and I'm excited about the great things that we have that's coming down the pipes that's going to be for the future. Our kids are our future. I'm just excited to be working. We have a great relationship with the seniors, and once we couple that with the youth, our age group and younger, because they are our future. So once we bridge that gap, I think we're going to do a phenomenal job.
Phenomenal job.
Mhm.
And you know what? And let me just say this, because I've gotten some threatening emails, so I'm going to say this publicly. Maywood, we will have you guys in the building at Weena Perkins. Mr. Northleet, town hall supervisor over in Maywood. He's been on the show before. We will have you back. So we just didn't, but today we tried to keep it all about the mayor of the bees. So it was Bolingbrook, it was Bellwood, it was Broadview. And so today is the bee show. So don't be mad. Don't be mad, y'all. We coming. Right. Right. So again, Mr. Northleet, we know you were here a while ago. You're doing a tremendous job. We will have you back at Weena Perkins. Congratulations. We love you. We can't say it enough. And we will have you guys on the show as well. But I got a couple of questions, and I guess because this question may have came out just because you're close to, and either you guys could kind of talk about it. Well, I'm going to start right here with you, Harvey, Mayor Harvey. You mentioned some of the incidents that's been going on, crime. And I know this may have just a few days ago, we had, someone shot. I don't know if that was 21st. So I think that kind of fall in Maywood.
It's 21st. It was the 21st in Maywood.
Yeah. What do you see happening to stop some of the crime? They're dropping.
Well, what we've done in Bellwood and what I've done from day one when I became the director of public safety, and not even longer than that, is you have to get back out in the streets in the community with the kids as they're growing up. You got to be good role models. You have to talk to people that you think are not the best people, gang members. They're still someone's kids. So we have to make sure that we get out in the community and talk to them. What we're doing in our police department is we've instituted foot patrol. We got ahead of the curve about 7 years ago and have our police officers stop the cars, get out the cars, walk the community, talk to the young kids, talk to these citizens, make sure that we have a great relationship. We've instituted a neighborhood watch program that we invite the entire community to come to, and we have a large crowd all the time because we in Bellwood know that the community, we together have to combat the crime and combat the things that are going on. We've had people from Ceasefire come to our neighborhood watch meetings and speak to our community and speak to our kids. And what I really want the parents to do, I can't stress this enough. From the police department side, in the Black community, sometimes we are scared of the police, but I think it starts way back. I can remember when I was in the fire department, people loved me as a firefighter. I became a police officer, and some of the same people that loved me kind of like, we don't talk to the police, we don't mess with the police. But it goes deeper with parents. We have to have parents bring their kids to the police department, meet our police officers. Police officers stop the car and talk to the parents. We have to get away from when parents come to the police officers and say, hey, this is my 7-year-old son and he's acting bad, and I told him the police are going to get you for acting bad. No, we need our parents to let our kids know, no, the police are the good guys. And our police officers, there's everyone's not good, and that's because we're all human. But I even stress to our police officers, we have to set the example. We have to be the role model. We have to reach out and talk to the kids and teach the kids. We're all about customer service. We're all about community. So as a community, we have to get together and kind of curb this violence and do a better job in our communities. So that's what we vow to do from the Bellwood First Party. We're going to be out in the communities all the time. We can't wait for the summer to hit so we can be walking the streets. We're not just going to walk the streets when it's time for elections. We need to walk the streets all summer long and meet and greet our youth and get our youth involved in making a change, because it starts with the youth.
It starts with the youth. Okay. Mayor Roger Clare, and I know that we, in Bolingbrook, you don't experience the same type of crime or issues with the young adults, maybe a little different, but what do you see changing in the future, or what do you do to kind of keep the crime down as much as you could?
Well, I certainly can't argue with any of the ideas that the mayor just talked about in terms of get out and talk to the young people and, and the parents. I mean, the parental situation is the core of a lot of the problems. I mean, most of the kids from broken homes get in trouble. They don't have, one parent that's left could be carrying one or two or sometimes three jobs just to pay the bills, doesn't have time to supervise the children. So we're very big on supporting programs at our community center, which try to get people together with these young people. We just lost, unfortunately, a great lady, Joanne Robinson, who ran a program called the Heart Program, where she actually took young people assigned to her from the court system. They weren't bad enough to go to the juvie center, but they were not, they had enough problems. They needed something, so they'd be assigned to her, and she would work through them. And she turns a lot of kids, thousands of kids around. But unfortunately, she just passed away, so we're got a little bit of a bump in the road here, trying to figure out how to move that on. But we have other programs similar to that, the Heart Haven Outreach Program. It deals with young people. So I have been, and the village board's always been very supportive of anybody in town that wanted to put on any kind of program that would involve young people, including the sports programs. Keep these young people active and off the streets. So we even started cricket. I mean, we got all kinds of programs to service our very diverse community, and we're just going to keep on doing that. We haven't had some of the problems that's closer you see in the city. A lot of our problems are domestics, and I know how much you guys love domestics. Yeah. Burn up a couple hours at somebody's house and walk away, and there's no charges because people drop them, and then you're back there 6 months later. But the youth is, I think it's been true for a couple hundred years. They're our future, and we need to spend as much time and allocate as many resources we can to help them.
Okay, so you guys got it. Miss Moreland, is there anything you'd like to add?
I think they covered it all.
Okay. Now, again, you know what, you guys, the lines are open, and I know we got a few cats in the building. If you guys got questions, I mean, feel free to jump in, but the lines are open. You can dial in. Pat, say it a little bit louder, please.
708-223-8953. You can call in with your call. If you have any questions, you can call in at 708-223-8953. That's 708-223-8953. I sound like I am on a commercial.
Okay, so again, you guys, what we're going to do is we're just going to take a quick music break. But when we come back, we're coming back, and hopefully some of you guys will call in. You'll have questions or concerns, but if not, that's okay. It's the Cats. We on Intellectual Radio. We on iHeartRadio, and we on Facebook Live many a times. And we here, letting the cat out the bag.
I've been lost, I've been tired, but I'm still with desire. Somehow I know that it's all gonna change. Everything's gonna change. Big city lights, big city dreams, the sound of the city that wakes me. So many people living with the blues, so many things that I can tell you. I got this funny feeling that something's going down. I can almost hear the sound going boom, 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 going round. No matter what I do, no matter what I say, seems like no one is happy. People living without a voice. Seems like no one really has a choice. I feel free and lost at the same time. Feels like I'm gonna lose my mind.
We're back. It's the Cats. We on Intellectual Radio. We on iHeartRadio, and we on Facebook Live many a times. And we here ready to let the cat out the bag. Meow. Oh, them sound like some sick cats around here.
We're not sick.
Yeah, y'all not sick, right? These some pretty excited cats around here. So listen here, you guys. We got one question that came in, and it's the red light cameras. If you guys could tell us, want to know about the red light cameras, and how do you feel about red light cams? We'll start off right here in Bolingbrook.
Well, we had them for about 6 months, and they weren't very popular, and we took them all out.
Well, that's good. That's good to know. So you can speed in Bolingbrook. No, I'm just joking. But now,
I'm gonna have to run them red lights in Bolingbrook a little bit. Well, we still have red light cameras in Bellwood. We have about 5 locations where we have red light cameras. What we've done to curb the complaints, if we put more signage up to let the residents know where the red light cameras are, and now we find that probably 60-70%, maybe 75% of the people who violate the red light cameras are not actually from Bellwood. So the Bellwood residents really know and understand that it's not just a revenue generating operation for Bellwood, it's also for safety. So these cameras are at our highest traffic intersections, and it has curbed some of the traffic accidents in the area. So we are planning to reevaluate them every 5 years to see if they're still working, and if they have successfully done the job and it's been a safer community, we may entertain the thought of trying to take them out.
Okay. So, well, of course, the red light cameras is not popular. I don't have to tell you guys, you already know. And I'm telling you right now, if I'm in your village and the red light camera stopped me, clocked me, it wasn't me. It was not me. I'm telling you, it's just that simple. So, but again, I do totally understand. So, is it anything that we've not discussed that you guys just want to kind of let a cat out the bag about, talk about anything that we've not went over?
Well, Mayor mentioned, I'll mention taxes. You know, that's one of the issues that came up a lot with, sure, your election, our election. And I really wish people would study their tax bill a bit and learn about it. And we try to do it, but there's 76,000 people in Bolingbrook. You can't do it with everybody. But your property tax bill, and one exception being the city of Chicago, but in the suburban Illinois, and that's everybody but Chicago, the property tax bill is 10% of it goes to Bolingbrook, the village. The school district gets 65%, and I'm not throwing the school district under the bus, but there's 7 or 8 or 9 different taxing bodies that money's spread across. And we only get 10%, but we get all the blame for it. And we're busting our trying to get economic development to get buildings to generate more property taxes. As you said, get property back in the tax rolls to generate money, and only 10% of it comes back to us. Not complaining. It's just, you want to complain about tax bill, you've got to bring in the school district and others because they're the ones that are spending most of it.
Okay. You're right. And I like to say, ditto what the mayor just said. People need to understand their tax bill, because the village of Bellwood has not raised taxes in 7 years, but they have to understand there's 15 additional taxing bodies on your tax bill, and taxes are going up, but the village portion has stayed the same for the last 7 years, and people still come and say, hey, you guys raised my taxes. So I wish they would just study their tax bill a little more and know that there's a park district, there's a water reclamation district, there's the library, there's a school board, there's a high school board,
Community college.
There's the community college. There's a lot of different taxing agencies on your tax bill, so please understand and look at your tax bill very closely.
Okay. So again, you guys, you have it. If you didn't understand, hopefully you do understand. And if not, hey, feel free to rewatch the show. You may just have to go a little slow to understand. But again, you guys, is there anybody that got any questions, comments, anything you want to throw out there? Okay, we got a question. It's coming. Granny, you got something you want to add or something you need to say?
Wow.
I'd like to know if I can add a few more things after Granny finishes.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
I live in Chicago, and I wanted to just hit on something. I know it's kind of deep, but you were saying that the parents need, and I agree, parents need to teach their children right from wrong. What I'm trying to say is, last night, 2 police were shot at. They don't have anybody yet, but there are, and it's a known fact that there are ammunition and guns coming in on the trains. What are they going to do about this? They want to they want to blame the children, of course. But what are they going to do about the trains that are being stopped filled with ammunition, and it's being said that the ammunition and the guns are being put in certain infested areas.
Well, I've heard that rumor that guns and ammunition are put in areas. I don't know if that's true, but I know the federal government and the state government and local governments need to work together, collaborate to stop the guns coming into the community, to maybe put more law enforcement on the trains and to keep those trains moving so they don't stop in these communities where they can be broken into and the guns can get into the hands of gangs and young kids.
But sir, this has been going on for years.
It has.
This has been going on for years.
Well, last night
and it's going on unnoticed, supposedly. Sir.
The people, the perpetrators, the perps had assault rifles.
Yes.
And of course, they brought up the issue about police now want to be able to carry assault rifles. And I understand that. It's self-defense.
Right.
But, you know, you talk about the shootout at the OK Corral, you get police officers with assault rifles fighting off people that have assault rifles, and the stray bullets that are shooting out there now in a residential neighborhood. I don't know. I mean, it's a scary situation.
It's real scary. And most of our young shooters, they shoot like they're cockeyed.
Yeah, they do.
They don't, you know, when did they start shooting like this sideways? Children, you don't need the guns in the first place. They don't need the guns. So it need to be watched. The trains need to be watched closer.
Yes.
What assault rifles? When did that's too strong to be shooting at an officer.
You're right. Like I said, they need to put more federal agents and state agents on the trains, make the trains keep going and not stop. Kind of, if there's special trains that should be put out there, that if they're bringing in ammunition and guns and things of that nature, they need to make sure that that train starts at one place and stops where it's supposed to be, so they can unload the guns. But we definitely have to do a better job of educating our children, a better job of educating the police officers and everybody else, and let the kids know that the guns are not the answer. Definitely not the answer.
It seems like it's a retaliation.
It is.
Okay.
And we need stiffer gun laws. We need stiffer gun laws for people that are shooting weapons. They need to get tougher jail sentences.
I just want to make sure. I'm not saying the police shouldn't have them. If they've got them, police should have them. So I don't want my friends in the police to call me this afternoon and say, what do you mean? We want to be armed the same way there. And they should be. But different gun laws, and that whole issue gets blown way out of control by both sides of the gun issue.
Yes.
But you got to have some common sense laws. Where are they getting these? People know. Right. It's not a secret. They know where they're coming from. That's right. And
we have children that have infants, and I went to the West Side and interviewed young men, and they blatantly say they know where the guns are. The system knows where the guns are coming from. You know, these young men have told us.
And we will tag that video to this clip. So for those of you out that didn't see that, that's roughly about 6 months ago.
Yes, ma'am.
We went to the West Side of Chicago, jumped out on gangbangers right in the heart of the Chicago.
Yes, we did.
And we interviewed them, and the interview was like unbelievable. And even though some of you guys said be careful, I was very careful. And I'm not just jumping out on gangbangers. So I don't want anybody to try that. Just try it. But we got another question, and that question is, what do you guys plan on doing to support minority business growth?
When the Village of Bellwood, like I said, we're welcoming economic development. We're hoping that, I'm going to say this is a hope, and I probably shouldn't say the word, but I'm going to say it anyway. We're hoping that President Trump will release grants and open up for small businesses to let people open small businesses. So we just had a breakfast this morning with our Chamber of Commerce, and we had 100 people there, and we encouraged all of them to come to Bellwood, look for opportunities in Bellwood, look for vacant property, or look for people that are leasing property to bring their business in town. Currently, we have a lot that is owned by a supermarket, and we're trying to lease that space out so we can get new businesses in our town.
Well, in addition to President Trump, the state of Illinois, I mean, what a circus that is down in Springfield. There's no grant money for anything right now.
Right.
The Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity has nothing. They're the ones that are supposed to be putting out these grants to stimulate growth, small businesses. We have a number of small businesses. Certainly, many of them are minority businesses, but there's no assistance at all. So when somebody comes to see me about opening business in Bolingbrook, what can you do? I said, well, there's nothing. Now we can do a couple of things locally, maybe stimulate things by waiving some fees, some development fees, plan review fees, but that's chump change in the cost of opening a business, especially if you're going to build. But we're getting nothing out of Springfield right now from either party.
Okay, so there you have it. And you know what? We have a special guest in the building today. Young lady goes by the name of Ashley. And I'm just going to kind of put the camera on her here. And you know what, Ashley, if you don't mind doing me a favor, right in between these two gentlemen, let me just see your face on this camera right here.
Sure. Hello.
Hi, we got Miss Ashley.
Hi.
Ashley is one of the newest members that's going to be a part of our women empowerment with the Cats Out Foundation. She's going to work with the women empowerment. She does makeup. She actually took like 15 minutes today and did some stuff on my face. Yeah, girl, I'm feeling myself. And 15 minutes. And she's done makeup. And you know what? If you can just tell a little bit about yourself. You've done makeup for celebrities. Yeah, the mayor's giving up his seat.
Thank you, Mayor. So I've done makeup for a few celebrities. Chicago's own Lisa Ray, her daughter, and a few other celebrities. I also like to give back to a lot of women's shelters. I give my services to them. I try to go to a few, every couple months and just give my whole day, dedicate that to the ladies, especially that's going through things, domestic violence cases and things like that. I also give my services to Proviso West, the Diamond Dancers. I do their makeup for their activities and photo shoots and things like that. I've done like several non-for-profit things, and I just want to be able to give back and help to the community, to our ladies.
Well, again, we appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks
So again, that's one of our surprise cats and one of our newest cats that will be part of the team. And again, like she said, when it comes to women empowerment, those of you all that know me, you know I'm very passionate about it. I'm a mother of 5 girls. So I am really passionate about giving back. And I believe that if we can empower our women, I really believe that will empower and change our world. A lot of the game bangers that's out here, they are attached to some woman. And if we could, if that woman can whisper some sweet things in their ear and tell them a new direction to go, I think that will help. And as far as our men is concerned, you know what? They come from a female, and then they have women, strong women that help our men as well. So again, we want to really, really empower our women. And I'm gonna just drop this cat out the bag. And go out on a limb and say this. We're going to be doing a few events, and I know I've not said it yet, so if you see the mayor's face, just kind of be like, what? We're going to be doing a few events in Bolingbrook, giving back. We're going to be doing a lot of events in Bellwood and Broadview. And again, these are going to be events where we're just going to be literally giving back. Free makeovers, free hairdos, really reaching out to life coaches. If you're in a domestic situation, you don't have nowhere to turn. We don't necessarily want you to tell all of your business, but we will at least like to be able to give you a new look, take you out to dinner, take you to get your makeup done, and whatever we can do to be a part of the solution, because we know that there are plenty of problems going on. So again, and this question has come up like several times, so I didn't want to say anything about it, but we're going to jump into the incident that happened in Joliet with the baby. And if any of you guys got like any comments or something that you could say concerning that event that happened with that young child.
Well, I'd simply say I'm stunned that DCFS was at the scene the day or two before, and seeing those pictures, the inside of the house and the living conditions, that it was a known home of squatters of 10 or 15 people, no power in the building or no gas. That's the big question. Right. Once they saw that, how did they walk out?
Mayor, can I say something, please? Last week, Empress, my first question was, why would the DCFS go out there and see that the place was deplorable and leave that baby that baby. And then if you look at that picture, the still picture that baby look, most babies look happy and joyful and playful. That baby looked just like it had been abused the second before that picture had been taken. That disturbed me. The DCFS should have did more than they dropped the ball right then when they left. They turned around and left that baby.
I know Judge Gomorrah, Will County, the juvenile judge and handles these cases, is quite upset. Was in the Tribune yesterday that she wants answers as to why that situation.
I want answers. I wanted that baby, what, 14 months old?
Well, there's other children there too.
Yeah.
I mean, fortunately they're okay, but it makes no sense. I mean, we all pay taxes to have these services, and somebody dropped the ball big time, and yes,
big time.
So again, I did at least ask the question. We're going to move right on off of that subject. Is again,
it's strong. Can I reiterate about
missing
kids?
Children?
Oh yeah, yes, missing girls. Don't leave your mama's home. Please pay attention. Listen, we have pictures that we can't really show, can we?
No.
We can't really show. It hurts whenever a man pushes my hand away and say he can't look at what was about to happen to a female. It was a hurting, and I'll share with you gentlemen if you can care to look, but it was hurting. I felt so sorry for the young lady that I saw sitting in a ditch being abused by men.
So again, I don't know what type of literature or what we could do, and I don't know if we have any of these problems with children coming up missing in our communities.
Yes,
do we have those types of problems?
Well, we have some problems that sometimes the young ladies leave home and become runaways, and it's a very bad problem. We need to make sure we have outreach services for any child, female or male, that needs help, because we want to make sure these kids are protected.
I'd like to speak on Kids Nick, June 25th, and I would love to give a shout out to my producer, Mr. Winfrey, Mr. Earl Winfrey.
Okay.
Okay.
Are there any last comments from you guys? We'll take time to take last comments.
I'm going to say, I know I haven't said anything, but I just want to congratulate each and every one of you, Mayor Holbrook and the mayor. I just want
and the clerk.
And congratulate you, because we need good people like you. And I thank God, and sometimes we have to be able to come together. And when we begin to come together, there's unity as we come together. As you say, you're going to have the police to come out and walk. And so we want to encourage each and every citizen to come out and walk and meet police, because all police are not bad. You have very good police that's out here, someone that's out here that wants to help. And I want to encourage each and every man, woman. We need to love our children, because they are hurting. That's because they may be in a gang or something happened to them in their life. Mm-hmm. And they still need someone to mentor them and to be there for them and let them know that I love you. You can do better.
That's right. And I just want to touch on what she said. We got to get the police out meeting people, but in our communities, we have to meet our neighbors. It's years ago, everybody on the block knew each other. Now people come home and they run in the house really quick, close the door. They don't talk to their neighbors. When you go door to door, sometimes they won't open the door. So we have to get back to a sense of community, a sense of family, where everybody knows everybody on the block, because it takes a whole nation and a whole community and a whole village to raise our children. We need, if my child's outside, I want my neighbors to say, hey, I know your parents wouldn't want you doing that, so I'm going to call them. Or I want my children to know who the neighbors are, and I want the neighbors to know who I am, so we can bring our community back together and fight for our kids.
That neighborhood watch, if you see something, say something. Police can't be everywhere all the time. And if you see something strange around your house across the street, people coming, going at all odd hours, or 15 or 20 people in a family like that, there were people living in that area.
Yes.
Saw that house. They knew what was going on.
They knew who was in there. They did.
15 people in a house.
And the last thing I want to say about the Village of Bellwood, and I'm so excited about this, For people that live in Bellwood or Broadview or Maywood and Westchester, we've had flooding problems in Bellwood and all these other communities for years and years and years. I'm so excited that Water Reclamation District has purchased a large piece of property at 25th and Washington in our neighborhood, and they're going to make a detention pond. It's a $126 million project, which is going to take, we have about 900 homes in the floodplain right now, and those residents are paying anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 a year for flood insurance. When this the detention pond is complete, it's going to take out 800 of those homes out of the flood zone, which is going to be a huge savings for our community, and it's going to curb some of the flooding that we have in our community. So it's going to be a great, great project, and we're fortunate to have that project in the village of Bellwood.
Accepting Section 8.
You can come to Bellwood anytime. We welcome you. And last, I'm kind of disappointed that Ashley wasn't here a little earlier because I could have used some makeup to make me look a little bit better. It's all right.
So
You always want to
right. So again, you guys, and we say this every week after week. We can't make this stuff up. It's the Cats Out Show. And for those of you all that really don't even know what the CAT stands for, it stands for Kingdom All Time Seekers. We're dedicated to seeking the kingdom first. We're dedicated to being a part of the solution because we understand that there are a lot of problems. But you know what? Everybody has something in their hand. Everyone is responsible for doing what they can to be a part of the solution. We want to thank you guys for tuning in. We want to encourage you guys to come back next week because we're going to be right here, same time, same place, letting it get out the bag.